Hi there, friends. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jeff Haniewich. It is 9:30 here on this Friday evening. Hope everybody's having a great end of the work week. And how about this? 2 winter storms in less than a week. Last winter, we had hardly anything. We had 4 inches a whole year, and the year before that, I think we had none. So we're kind of making up for lost time here across Southwest, Central, and Southside Virginia. Let's start off by first showing you what we're seeing outside with these winter weather alerts. We do have winter weather advisories in purple and winter storm warnings in pink. These are in effect through 7 a.m. on Saturday. Okay, so all along we've been saying that it looks like we're going to see more snow south, less to the north, and that appears to be coming to fruition at this hour. Certainly, it looks like Martinsville is going to see more snow than Hot Springs, so it's kind of a freaky Friday because that doesn't happen all too often. Now, as far as what we're looking at here from Skycams, this is a live picture from our Bowling Wilson Hotel Skycam in downtown Wytheville, where the temperature is at 24. You can certainly see the roads look pretty slick. They look a little slushy, and you can certainly see a snowfall accumulation on the sides of the road. So again, we are looking at some pretty nasty roadways right now. So if you can kind of stay inside tonight, I would do just that. And we continue to see snow falling across the region at this hour. Again, current time is 9:31. The snow is falling at its greatest out across portions of the Roanoke Valley, New River Valley, and South Side. Okay. The southern Shenandoah Highlands, you are seeing some snow, but the snow is a little more scattered, and frankly, you've seen more snow thus far today into this evening south than you have up into the Highlands and southern Shenandoah. But yes, you are seeing some snowflakes flying and accumulations out across portions of the Highlands and southern Shenandoah at this point. Anywhere you see the dark blues, that is an indicator of some moderate to heavy snow. The lighter blues, more an indicator of some lighter snow at this hour. All right, friends, let's take a look at the bigger picture. This is a fast-moving storm system, and it does not look to hang around all that long. But it's going to be here for about the next roughly 4 to 7 hours, okay? Want to point your attention into eastern Kentucky. That is where the back edge of the snow is right now, extending from near Lexington over to areas south along I-75. That's kind of the back edge of the snow, okay? So looks like western Kentucky and even south central Kentucky appears to be almost done with this event, if not done with the event. So we still have a ways to go before we finish this thing up, but it's fast moving, so it does look as though we're going to have Saturday being dry all day, with the exception of some west slope snow showers. We'll talk more about that here in a minute. The road conditions are not looking good, okay? We just got finished looking at some VDOT cameras on I-81 and I-77, and it certainly looks like it's pretty nasty out there, especially as you head along and to the south of 460. Certainly north of 460, you haven't seen as much snow so far, but those roads appear to be becoming a little tricky as well. So there's really not one area here in our viewing area that is not purple or blue. And that's an indicator that the roads are slick, okay? So if you can, just stay inside tonight. Look, we're not done with the snow yet. More snow is going to fall, and the roads are already pretty tricky. They're slick. It doesn't help that some secondary roads still have a sheet of ice from the snowstorm, that ice storm from a couple of days ago, and this is just adding to it. So the road conditions not good at this point in most of our backyards. Now, as far as road temperatures are concerned, this is one of the reasons why the roads are not looking good, is everybody is below freezing right now as far as road conditions, road temperatures are concerned, ranging from 21 in Hillsville and Galax to 28 in Lynchburg. So when those road conditions are below freezing, 32 or below, that is when you start to see stuff attaching, for lack of a better term, to the roadways quicker. Now, this is a dry, fluffier snow. Absolutely. This is not a wet, heavier snow. So while that will likely mean less in the way of power outages for us with this storm system, it still is going to accumulate. It's not going to accumulate as fast as if it was a wet snow, but it is still accumulating, and it is still making for some pretty difficult traveling across southwest central and south side Virginia. So the roads are not very good. VDOT's doing the best they can, but the snow is falling at a relatively heavy clip, at least at this point. All right, so as we look at Futurecast, the general trend will be for us to end this thing from west to east between roughly 2 and 5 a.m. First zones to see the snow end between roughly 1 and 2:15 will be the Highlands, the New River Valley, and the Roanoke Valley, okay? And then notice at 2 a.m. it's still snowing in Lynchburg and in Southside. But as we go through time, that last round of snow should skedaddle and move to the east of our viewing area anytime between roughly 5 and 6 a.m., okay? So I think the end time for this is anytime between roughly 1:30 and about 5:30 in the morning, okay? West to east. I think the NRV and Highlands will be the first to end, and the Lynchburg and Southside zones will be the last to end. However, notice here at 6 a.m. on Saturday, there's still some blue showing up towards West Virginia, also into the west slopes of the Commonwealth, an indicator that some wraparound moisture may still be with us at times on Saturday and bring a few more snow showers towards the highest elevations. So if you're watching this in western Pocahontas, western Greenbrier counties, even into a few parts of the NRV and Highlands, you still may see more snowflakes on Saturday, but the main bulk of the energy with this is gone before daybreak tomorrow, okay? So this main cold front and low pressure system will take its energy away from us before daybreak tomorrow with just a little bit of wraparound moisture possible for us on Saturday towards the higher terrain, towards the favored west slopes. Otherwise, on Saturday, I think we're going to see more sunshine east and more cloud cover to the west. Increasing sunshine, I think, is a right way to phrase Saturday's forecast. More sunshine certainly for us come tomorrow than what we saw certainly this afternoon. Then as we continue to go through time, certainly looks like we're going to be fair as we head into Saturday night and Sunday from sunup until sundown. Looks to be mainly sunny. So it looks like most of Saturday and Sunday will be pretty bright, especially the further east you go. West may have a little more cloud cover, especially on Saturday. All right, let's talk about the threats with this. Without question, the main threat is accumulating snow. Okay, this is a storm system that is cold in all levels of the atmosphere. There's no, quote, warm air aloft or no warm nose like there was with the last storm where we had a lot of freezing rain, even a little bit of sleet. That's not the case with this one. It's mostly all snow for us, okay? So snow is certainly going to be a bigger talker than any ice. Okay, ice does not look to be a big deal with this, although there could certainly be some snow accumulating on area roadways that does turn to ice because it's been on the cold ground for a lengthy period of time. As far as the winds are concerned, those are going to strengthen, okay? The winds are going to strengthen for us here tomorrow. Right now, the winds are pretty light. As the snow falls tonight, this wind isn't going to be that strong, so it's not like we're going to see blowing snow or any blizzard conditions. That's not the case. Winds are pretty light until this thing gets out of here, and at that point, the winds will start to pick up. So we could have winds tomorrow sustained 8 to 18, gusting 20 to 35 miles per hour. Because this is a drier, fluffier snow, the chance for power outages is pretty low. It's not zero, but it's lower than it was with the last storm where we had a wetter snow and obviously we had quite a bit of ice, and ice causes a lot of power outages. So thankfully with this one, it's mainly just snow. All right, we talked about this earlier. It bears repetition. We're looking at this thing ending anywhere between 1:30 and 2 o'clock west, and then anytime between roughly 4 and 6 a.m. further east, okay? So this is a fast mover, and by daybreak tomorrow, all of us will be dry from at least this main batch of precipitation pushing through tonight with the low pressure area. Again, some west slope snow showers possible tomorrow, but the main batch is gone before you wake up tomorrow morning. Temperature stand for us right now, 20 in Hot Springs. It's 24 Covington, 25 in Lexington, 27 in Lynchburg, 23 Hillsville and Galax. It's 24 in Wytheville and 27 in Danville. Important to note, everybody in Southwest, Central, and Southside Virginia is below freezing. And overnight lows tonight will fall into the teens and 20s, so it is certainly going to be a cold night. The winds today, not much of a factor, okay? But the winds are going to strengthen. The winds are going to strengthen tomorrow quite a bit. So, again, the winds today, the winds tonight, not a big deal. Blustery conditions then move in as we go into the daytime hours tomorrow. So again, wind sustained tomorrow, 8 to 18, gusting about 20 to 35. Let's talk about future wind chills here. And by the time we get to lunchtime tomorrow, it's going to feel more like the 10s and 20s outside. Look what happens, though, as we get closer to dinner time. We start to see a couple of single-digit wind chills. Wind chills are your feel-like temperatures. It factors in your temperature and wind, kind of puts it together into a formula, and it's going to feel potentially like 6 degrees in Hot Springs around dinner time tomorrow. It's going to feel like 7 degrees in Hillsville and Galax. As we continue to go through time, look at what it's going to feel like heading out the door early on Sunday. Excuse me real quick. Excuse me, pardon me. It's going to feel like the single digits in most of the NRV and portions of the Highlands, and it's going to feel like the tens heading out the door early on Sunday. So if you're heading off to church early on Sunday morning, please make sure to bundle up. Actual temperatures will be in the teens and 20s, but it's going to feel more like the single digits and tens out there. So again, very, very cold outside Saturday into Sunday morning. Indications are, though, that we'll start to warm up just a touch as we go into Sunday afternoon. As a matter of fact, by Sunday afternoon, your high's about 38. Not great, but better. Look at Monday, 43. We'll take it, right? It's not balmy by any means, but it's better than we have been. So we go from 35 on Saturday to 43 on Monday, but look what happens beyond Monday. Here we go again, right? Upper 20s to near 30 for a high on Tuesday and Wednesday. Then we climb back up to near 40 1 week from today on Friday. Other thing to notice is once we get the snow out of here tonight, the next 7 days look relatively calm. Again, tomorrow, a couple of west slope snow showers possible. Most of them, though, stay in West Virginia. Sunday's dry for everybody. Monday, maybe a few rain and or snow showers in the mountains. A couple of more snow showers possible in the mountains on Tuesday. I think Monday, Tuesday's dry, Roanoke, Lynchburg, south side. Again, you have to go up in elevation to see any sort of precipitation, I think, on Monday and Tuesday. And then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday are dry for everybody with skies partly to at times mostly sunny. Current time is 9:41. We're going to wrap up this live stream by once again telling you that more snow is to come. Okay, we're going to see more snow here in the mountains for roughly the next 4 to 5 hours, and towards the Piedmont roughly for about the next 6 to 8 hours or so. So we have a little ways to go before this thing wraps up, but it is moving quickly. It's moving to the east northeast at a clip of around about 20 to 25 miles per hour. All right, friends, we'll see you back here at 11 o'clock for our 11 o'clock newscast. Until then, be safe. Have a great night.